Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today as we get into what is the day's latest, and I think that's that for today as well, because I have dragged this as long as I possibly can. All the news keeps coming out literally by the minute, and I don't think there's going to be anything else for today, right? So we're going to get into tomorrow, and then it's going to be the last day of the window as Chelsea do play against Graham Potter and West Ham. So, preview for that will be out tomorrow. Make sure you guys are here. Subscribe, notification bell on. Now, if you are attending the game, this is big. If you are attending the game, there will be a demonstration outside of Stamford Bridge, outside of Britannia Gate. If I'm not mistaken, actually Britannia entrance. The Konaki pub opposite the Britannia entrance, right? 6:30 p.m. West Ham fans and Chelsea fans under one banner will be there together to, as it's been put, hashtag stop exploiting loyalty. Now, this is a banner as an overall, this is a football as a whole incentive. Not just West Ham affiliated or Chelsea affiliated. This is to try and get everyone involved, right? In terms of exploiting loyalty, whether it's tickets. We know the ticket situation right now is a joke. The lack of ability to get tickets for season ticket holders and members, prices, the overall experiences, the costs, all of that, the increasing prices, everything as a whole, right? In terms of what clubs are doing that has exploited fan bases, this is to basically protest that and to try and get owners to get their acts together, basically. So the West Ham lot and the Chelsea lot will be there together under one banner. So if you're at the game, 6:30 p.m. will be when it starts outside of the Konaki pub, outside the Britannia entrance to Stamford Bridge. So if you're there, basically, be there. Go earlier and enjoy. So, big respect to them, to the West Ham, to the West Ham fans that managed to get this organised, and all the Chelsea fans that will be joining them. Really good thing to do. So, let's see how it goes. Now, that's that. So the preview for the game will be tomorrow. If we're going to kick off, can we just start with the result that happened earlier on? We have to. This is Younes Talks Football, so we're going to talk football as a whole, right? This isn't just Chelsea. When other things happen, we discuss. What in the blue hell did Nottingham Forest do today? That was unbelievable. 7-0. They absolutely wiped the floor, not with mops, but with seagulls. They got the seagulls and they stuck them on the end of a broom and they started wiping the floor with them. 7-0. I thought they'd finished after 5. And then I got a notification, 6. 1 minute later, 7. I'm like, yo, stop. They're dead. They're dead. You need to stop. They're already dead. R.I.P. Nottingham Forest. Big respect. Big respect to Forest. Absolutely destroying them with barely any possession. 32% possession I think they had during that game. They won 7-0. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But they took that 5-0 loss to Bournemouth personally. What football club have you known loses a game 5-0 to then go and win the next one 7-0? They come out of 2 games after losing 5-0 in one. They come out with a +2 goal difference. When does that happen? Unbelievable. Nottingham Forest. Wow. Wow. But Brighton got absolutely carved. And you know who Brighton play next? Can already see where this is going. Can already see it. We've been in this too long enough to know what's going to happen in it. Charity FC is going to make the most fantastic, phenomenal comeback that you've ever seen. We played them twice as well, in the cup and in the league. Beautiful. Double whammy. We'll see. But Nottingham Forest, huge congratulations. You absolutely deserve it. They're killing it right now. Absolutely killing it. So, that's that. Let's get into transfer news. Transfer news, starting off with the latest on Carney Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka, as of the last few minutes, right? Borussia Dortmund were in negotiations with Chelsea for a loan right, for Carney Chukwuemeka, or not just a loan, but a deal, right, in general. And now it's come out that apparently Chelsea will not accept any loan with a buy option. Whether Dortmund want a buy option or what, right? And apparently there are other clubs now. There's Monaco, there's 2 Premier League clubs, and there is Strasbourg on the table too. Chances are it's going to end up being Strasbourg anyway. But what happened earlier on was an official bid sent by Dortmund according to sources in Germany, of a loan plus a £25 million option to buy. That has been rejected by Chelsea, and Chelsea have said a loan only. And why? Because Chelsea want to get rid of him for 40 million. That's what we know. That's what's been publicised, right? We're not going to get 40 million for Carney Chukwuemeka. He's not even been playing. What planet are we on here? Now, this is why they're only going to accept a loan. Because we bought the player for a certain value. We're not going to sell him for less now, are we? But this is what happens when you stockpile on players and don't play them. Carney Chukwuemeka, which, by the way, are we getting rid of, like I mentioned this a couple of days ago, are we getting rid of Nkunku, or are we getting rid of Felix? Well, are we getting rid of Chukwuemeka too? Are we getting rid of all of them at the same time? Like, surely not. One has to stay, surely. Anyway. But the reason to get him only on a loan is just to make sure that at the end of that, there is no obligation to sell him for a cut price. If he plays, he gets minutes, he's playing, he's impressing, he's doing well, then boom, all of a sudden he is going to be worth 40 million, and Chelsea will be like, oh, well, now we want 40 million. And that will be that. But is that going to hinder any possibility of a club coming in without an option? We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. As we've said, there's other clubs on the table, according to Fabrizio Romano, and according to the bids that was sent in, was put out by, was it Mr. Berger in Germany, if I'm not mistaken? Yes, Patrick Berger. So we'll wait and see what happens. But that's the latest in terms of Carney Chukwuemeka. And now we're coming to the end of the window. We have to understand, and I want to stress this, be careful. Be careful. The briefs are going to start flooding onto the scene. We are going to hear club briefs on a level, like I think we've heard before, but I think now it's at a level where there hasn't been this level of the fan base to understand what briefs are. Most of the fan base now can read through a brief and know that it's a brief because we're that experienced in it. It's funny what experience can get you in it. Anyway, but many will read through it. So all I'm going to say is be careful. We're now heading into what is going to be the last 48 hours of the window. We are going to hear excuses. Excuses for why Chelsea have not done any solid business whatsoever. And one brief that we heard earlier on, and I wanna mention this because this is important. And I saw this earlier and I was like, come on, man, you gotta be kidding me. But apparently, according to Matt Law, Chelsea have a list of strikers that they are making checks on. This includes Evan Ferguson, Liam Delap, right? Benjamin Sesko. And Victor Gyökeres. Really? Okay. People will read that and go, oh, that means we want Gyökeres. Nah, relax. We don't. We don't. And you want to know why we don't? Because if we really wanted Gyökeres, the release clause is right there. Go and trigger it. Trigger it. If you trigger it, you talk to the player direct. The club has no business talking to you. You've triggered the release clause. Their job is done. And you talk to the player. We're not going to do that. We won't do that. And don't wait for us to do that. No chance. Because we are going to take on board resale value. We are going to take on board making sure that if we sell him in the future, we're going to get profits. That's going to happen. How old is Gyökeres, by the way? Yeah, he's over 25, isn't he? Actually, let me, I think it's only right that I actually check this and make sure he's 20, yeah, he's 26, turning 27 this year. Doesn't fit the bill, I'm afraid. Sorry, mate. Sorry, not happening. But that's Gyökeres. So this is the thing. This is what Matt Laws has put out, and this is why I'm saying, look, you're going to hear more of this, right? More of this. To try and appease the fan base and to try and put things in place to make it seem like it's a certain way to try and get fans to go, oh, okay, I get it. That's unlucky then. No. We were told, and David Ornstein has this, we were told that it was going to be 4 windows before we can judge. It's now going to be 6. And the summer coming is going to be 7. It's going to be almost double. And we're still talking about whether we're going to make Champions League football or not. So this is why I was asking the question. Do you believe it's going to change? If you do, good luck. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. So that's that. We'll wait and see what happens in that department. We're not going to sign a striker. There was also a brief output that but we're looking now, according to Matt Law, we're looking for a midfielder. All right, mate. Sure we are. Sure. If it's got to this point, what's the point? If we don't even know who we're looking for right now and there's 48 hours left, what are we doing? It's a panic buy. Just call back Santos. He's right there. Call back Ugochukwu. He's right there. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Why? Yeah, we don't want to interrupt their loans. We don't want to interrupt their resale value. Of course not. This is the problem. Do you believe they're going to change? When I talk about the owners, no, they're not. They're not going to change. So that's that. Let me know your thoughts. Other news. Ben Chilwell might have actually found a football club. I mean, this is actually quite big, right? I never thought this would happen. Crystal Palace have made a late move to take Chilwell on loan, according to the Secret Scout. All I'm going to say is we'll wait and see what happens over the next 48 hours. I'd be glad for him to go and play some football, right? And it's funny, I mentioned it on Twitter the other day and I got grilled. I put out the suggestion of, why don't we just use him? I got cooked. I got flame grilled for it. I'm looking at the comments. I'm going, are you not serious? All I said is, how about we use him? Rocket launchers were firing at me on that platform. Rocket launchers. Now, I'm bold enough and strong enough to know that my skin is quite thick, right? So I'm cool. But when I say that, people automatically think that I'm throwing him into the starting 11. Come on, you... Anyway. If something happens to Cucurella, what are we doing? Is Chilwell that crap where we can't even call upon him if we want him to just fill in for a few minutes to give Cucurella a little break? We can't even call on Chilwell. A Champions League winning left back. We can't do that. He's that bad. But Renato Vega was okay. Have a day off. Have a day off. I'm not saying he's Roberto Carlos. He's not, right? But she's not even an option to bring on for 15 minutes. We're going to run Cucurella into the ground. Yeah? They're going to be the same ones to say, oh, no, but yeah, Vega left. Good, because he stinks. His attitude's... What are you leaving yourself with? You're leaving yourself with nothing. You're exposing yourself. Honestly. It doesn't make any sense. But he might actually go and find a loan. If he does, cool. But I'm just going to say this now. Vega's gone. All right, then what are we going to do at left back then? I'm just saying. If something happens to Cucurella, good luck. Good luck to us. Inshallah, things will be okay. Please look after Cucurella. Because at this point, we can only rely on prayer. That's all we can do. Whatever you believe in, go to your holy place and start praying, my friend. If you're Muslim, go to the mosque. If you're Christian, go to the church. If you're Jewish, go to the synagogue. If you're Hindu, go to the temple. If you're atheist, go to the park. Do what you got to do to pray to whatever you got to pray to for injuries to not arrive. That's all I'm going to say. So, that's that. Now, Disasi, apparently, could be on his way to Tottenham. But we're not so sure in regards to that because we also heard that Tottenham are after Tomori. So they're not going to go after both, surely. I don't quite know how that's going to work. By the way, can I just say, Disasi at Tottenham, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to like interfere and make it look like it's a bad deal. But oh my God, what are Tottenham thinking? Like, can you imagine Disasi playing in a high line? Anyway, that's a great thing. Tottenham, you should absolutely go for it. He's a quality defender. You will not regret it. Aston Villa. Marcus Rashford on loan to Aston Villa is actually going to happen. It seems like it's advancing. I asked the question yesterday, didn't I? How much are they going to be paying him for salary? If you're worried about Felix, mate, you got to be seriously worried about Rashford. Apparently, that's already advancing. It's going to happen on loan. Mad. Aston Villa close to agreeing a deal for Marcus Rashford on loan. Aston Villa have been cooking. They might be getting Asensio as well. Aston Villa are cooking for their level and for what they should be able to get. They are honestly, they're cooking now. So unbelievable. We'll wait and see what's going to happen there and how it's going to fit. I'm curious to see how that Aston Villa team is going to fit second half of the season. It's going to be very interesting. I'm curious because there's some, on paper, it's some good footballers here. Can it work? We'll see. So that's that. That's Rashford. Casadei is on his way to Torino, according to Fabrizio Romano, even though, when was it, yesterday or the day before? We got told that it was off. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. Di Marzio got it spot on in that regard, I must say. So that's that. But Casadei, deal done, finally happening. And we mentioned that yesterday, but it's going to be a 25% sell-on clause. So congrats to Casadei for, congrats for finding a move. I can't say congrats on your Chelsea playing career because nothing happened. That's just the truth. So that's that. And to end with a little bit on top, a little cherry on the cake, a little spice on top, right? We've got Olympique Marseille have agreed terms with Anselmino as a loan move from Chelsea, would not include any buy option clause either. So the deal now depends on Chelsea and loan spots available, but a deal has been agreed in terms of Anselmino going over to Marseille. So I'm curious, are we letting go of all of these defenders at the same time? What are we going to have? Surely we can't be letting go of Disasi and Anselmino all at the same time. Chilwell, no left back except Cucurella. What's left? Literally, Cucurella, Reece James, Gusto, and Chalobah. That's it. That's all we've got. Fofana, if he comes back. Badiashile, if he comes back. That's it. Oh, Levi Colwell, of course. Levi Colwell. But that's it. So that's why I can't contemplate if we're actually letting go of Disasi and Anselmino at the same time. If something happens to Levi Colwell or Chalobah, I don't know. Now, then again, I'm not fussed with Disasi. But because if Disasi goes, I would think Anselmino surely stays. But again, I don't know. There's a lot of holes in this squad. There's a lot of potential holes as well. We've got holes and then we've got potential holes that may arise with injury, just in case. Left back is one. Attacking mid is one. Something happens to Cole Palmer and Nkunku, Felix and Chukwuemeka have all left. Well, good luck. We got no one in the 10. Striker's already a mess. The midfield is already a mess. We're not looking for a midfielder. We're not going after him. We're not recalling anybody. Nothing's happening. This window has been an absolute eye-opener to how we are operating as a football club. And it's just shambolic to the highest degree. It's everything we've seen for the last 3 seasons now. But this time it's on steroids. This is why I've lost all hope in the functioning of this football club. The functioning of this football club. I'm not saying certain players' ability. I'm not saying even certain things about the coach. I'm saying the way that the football club is being run is atrocious on every level. So let me know your thoughts down below. And let me know your thoughts on the things elsewhere. Rashford, for example, and the things happening. There's been news with Shirky as well, potentially to Dortmund. But then we've had something come out, if I'm not sure from his agent or from someone saying that none of this is true. Nothing is true. I'm not so sure. Anyway, we'll wait and see. But let me know your thoughts. I will catch all of you tomorrow for the preview. Make sure you guys are here. Subscribe, notification bell on. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys tomorrow. Look after yourselves. Take care. And peace.